Kensington Chelsea giving £10 to the survivors when they go to hotels.
A tenner?
A tenner. There is money pouring in from all these amazing volunteers. We can't get access to the money, and we can't.
Why can't you get access to the money from the volunteers?
Because no one's telling us where it is. We, as people...
So money's been given by very generous people, and it's not yet getting through to the victims?
No, and, you know, victims were going to hotels, arriving at hotels, with no one from the council to greet them, to check them in, to look after them, to give them clothes and food. Volunteers are now going to hotels with food packages, with cash that they're trying to find, because they have nothing.
British charities could be facing more government control after a parliamentary report outlined how fundraisers target the elderly and vulnerable people. And just last month, the industry came under fire after new research found that 1 in 5 of Britain's biggest charities spends less than half of the money raised for them on good causes.
And unfortunately, scammers also know just that.
What's crushing is to think that there's organizations and people out there that are taking advantage of that.
So this guy, so he's a fake. He's gone around with police here, yeah? He's from Ilford, you go West End, you get Nick Muffin, yeah? He's fake, yeah. You're fake, yeah? And I'll call the police and this, I'm taking it, yeah? So, you're prick, you're taking money, okay? You're taking money from everyone.
There are over 160,000 registered charities in the UK. We have 2,000 veteran charities, 1,120 disability charities, and 20 charities dedicated to saving the hedgehog. But what's bad about so many voices saying the same thing?
And start giving £2 a month.
Giving £2 a month.
Give £2 a month.
Your £2 a month.
Just £2 a month.
Just £2 a month.
And give £2 a month. That's all I'm asking.
This drastic doubling up of charities means that the billions being donated to good causes every year are spread out between thousands of different charities. This may sound like a good thing, but each of these charities have their own staff, administration costs, and expenses, meaning that less and less money is going to the rightful recipients. So, with all this extra charitable expenditure, how much of your hard-earned cash is actually going to those in need? Well, according to David Craig, author of the new book, The Great Charity Scandal, £6.35 of every £10 at Oxfam and as little as £2.57 at the RSPB. Both of these charities deny the claims but have not got back to us with the exact figures in time for the programme. So where is all the money going? Well, some of the chief execs of charities certainly aren't in need. Save the Children allegedly pays its top employee £230,000 a year. That's more than our Prime Minister David Cameron, whose wife is an ambassador to the same charity. The 6 biggest anti-poverty charities have 142 staff being paid £60,000 a year and 17 employees with salaries of more than £100,000.
The American people were so very generous.
After the school shooting of 2012, Sandy Hook, the world responded with 65,000 teddy bears, 500,000 pieces of mail, and thousands upon thousands of boxes of games, school supplies, and toys and clothing. That's an amazing outpouring of love and respect. But the logistical challenge that caused stretched town resources to the max. There was tremendous amount of concern about what to do with the resources and how to deal with them. They filled up a gym, they filled up City Hall, and they wound up filling up high school. All of this coming in to a town called Newtown, Connecticut, 27,000 population. What do you do in that situation? Unfortunately, well, some of the items were able to be distributed. Some of them were saved and memorialized, but most of them were incinerated.
Can you just tell us, what are your main concerns been with regards to both the situation surrounding donations and surrounding the kind of items which we're seeing in there?
Okay, like we came into the situation by picking up donations that were being left on the streets. So we became aware that the donations that were being sent in were overflowing from the centres and being left on the streets. So we felt that that was an unacceptable situation and that everything that was sent should have a proper place to go to. So we started picking up that stuff. I had the keys to this place here, Bay 56, for a meeting with our group our uncle Westway 23, which is about the regeneration of the local area, which we've been challenging for about 4 years now. So we're going to have a meeting that day, and I ended up using the keys to have somewhere to put this stuff, and it just escalated from there.
And just to confirm, so this is something which has been community-led, it's not authorities?
Yeah, most definitely community-led. It's just been using the resources at our hand at the time to do what was necessary, and also keep the resources in the local area, because we found that the council were also picking up these donations and taking them out of the area to places like Greenford and Hammersmith, where it's actually out of the local area and no one is giving them permission to really do that. If the only right they would really have is to store it for the community until they're ready to get it again. But already they've given it to, some of it's been given to the Red Cross to sell, which is, as far as we're concerned, is tantamount to handling stolen goods.
And what about in terms of the financial donations? People around the country have donated millions of pounds, but we've heard from other people complaints that that money just isn't filtering through to the community.
Well, I think there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going on there with the money. There doesn't seem to be a clear direction where that money is filtering through to, and questions are being asked about where the donations go into. I think more and more as a community we're looking into that. We're collectively going to be looking at how we monitor where this money is going to, how it's being generated and which way it's going.